Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have chest and triceps. I'll be showing you everything that I do in the workout, starting from the sets and reps, and then also explaining how to perform the exercise without hurting yourself. Starting off with our first exercise, I have bench press today. What I want you to keep in mind when you're performing benches, I want you guys to keep your elbow tucked in, and then scapula contracted, and then your shoulder blades down, and then chest up. All right, that's one of the key main things when you're performing chest movements or any kind of presses in generally. All right, let's move on to our first warm-up set here. Four, five. I want you guys to warm up with the empty barbell first instead of start adding the weight. Right now, my shoulder blades are nice and warm, my chest is nice and warm. I'm gonna add up 45s. And this is my bench in a while. I don't know how heavy I'm gonna go. We'll see. 45. What I usually like to do before chest exercises is I like to start off with some kind of a flying movement, like cable flies or any like pec deck fly. All right, let's see how this feels, guys. One plate. All right, not bad guys, but my tendon's feeling a bit weird today. If you guys know, I had a tendon injury, which is tennis elbow outside of my forearm, which is right here. And it's been almost 2 years, but when I stress it, like when I work a lot, I work as a chef, and when I cut and stuff all day and use my hand, just kind of stress it out a lot. I gotta use these elbow wraps. I don't want the injury to come back, because honestly it was pretty depressing and stressful. Like, I couldn't live for a year in 2023, the whole year, which is insane. But it is what it is, guys. We just gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta find way through it or way around it, right? All right. I think I'm just gonna perform some push-ups here. Even though I did a lot of dynamic stretches and all, I just don't feel like my chest is nice and warm. All right. Just listen to your body, guys. If you feel like you wanna warm up more, just go for it. If your body's feeling cold, just go for another set of warm-up, and then just do whatever feels. When you're bringing down the barbell, I want you guys to bring it down till your lower chest. A bit above lower chest. I forgot what it's called, a sternum. Like, I totally forgot, but anyways, it's like right below your middle chest or lower chest. Also, one thing to keep in mind when you're performing bench is to keep your elbows, as I said, tucked in, and I want you guys to keep it like 60 to 45-degree angle. For example, right here, like this is a pretty perfect angle. Don't do it like this, guys. This is gonna put a lot of pressure on your, stress on your shoulders. And if you keep pressing like this, in the long run, it's gonna be a shoulder problem. Always keep your shoulders nice and shoulder blades down, scapula contracted, and then 45-degree angle. All right, it's gonna be our first working set here. If you guys are wondering what I use these wraps, it's because of my tendon injury. I just don't want it to come back. And what does these accessories do? It takes away the stress from your joints and your tendons. I want you guys to use these accessories to prevent injury rather than getting injured and using them afterwards. It's a great tool to prevent injuries, guys. All right, let's go. First working set. All right, first set, not bad. I went 9 reps. I didn't have a lot of the tank, but sometimes you just want to save it too, especially on the first few sets where you're feeling fresh. You don't want to exhaust yourself, exhaust your muscles by performing a lot of reps. Instead, if you want to progressively overload, I want you guys to add in the weight little by little. Keep it challenging. Let's go. I need a energy booster. If you guys want a link to my Spotify like workout playlist, let me know, comment down below. I'm more happy to give it to you guys if you guys like to listen to music during your workouts. All right, let's go. Second working set. Give me your energy, guys. I need it. That was first 2 plates in a while. I stopped there on the 5th rep, after 5th rep, because I don't wanna die here, you know. Like, I don't know if people are gonna help me if I drop it on my chest. I can't get up, and then the only option to get up is to curl it up with my abs, which I don't want to do because you can tear your abs if you curl this much weight. And also, if you guys are wondering why I'm weak as hell, is because I'm in a caloric deficit and my body fat is pretty low. My body weight is pretty low. And I'm not generally just not strong in bench press compared to my squats and deadlifts. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, there's no reason for me to be lying to you guys. I'll do one more set with 2 plates probably. Maybe I'll ask for a spot. Just make me struggle, bro.
Yeah. I'm just gonna lift lightly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go.
All right, let's go together, bro. That was perfect, bro. Yeah.
That was all on you, man.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was perfect, bro. Yeah.
That was all on you, man.
Yeah, that was just mental, bro.
Yeah.
Because your hand is there. I know, even though I fail,
have
you.
more power.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Thanks, bro.
No worries, OG.
That's all I wanted.
You good now?
Yeah, bro. Thank you.
See you guys.
I'll be training with Chris one day.
Yeah. No, we gotta train together.
We gotta train together.
One day, and you gotta give me like a workout routine.
Definitely, bro.
For sure.
Definitely.
Appreciate it. OG.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, man.
I'll see you around. Yeah. Whew. All right. That was my boy Chris helping out with my spotting. If you guys saw, it is also a mental thing. Like somebody's standing behind you, and then you know if you fail, it's not gonna drop on your chest and you're not gonna die. It's guaranteed that somebody's gonna pull it up. You kind of like go past your limit and do one more rep. And yeah, guys, I was telling Chris how to spot. In my opinion, it's better to just have the arm underneath the bar and then just make the other person who's pressing struggle a little bit. A person who's not spotting is kind of not touching, is just keeping the hands right there and then letting the other person just push themselves past their limits, because it's a mental thing too. All right, guys, I'm done with the bench press. Now I'm probably gonna move on to incline dumbbell press, and I'm gonna do a couple flies afterwards. All right. I'm gonna deload the weight, wipe it out, and then let's move on. Second exercise, I have incline dumbbell press. I'll be doing with 75s. For the sets and reps, I'll be performing 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And then the form is exact the same with the barbell bench press. Elbows tucked in, 45 to 60 degree angles, scapula contracted, shoulder blades down. And then breathe, guys. Don't hold your breath. When you're pressing, you gotta exhale. And then before you go down, inhale, and then exhale as you go up. All right, let's go. First set. Yes. I think that was 9 reps. And also my shirt's getting on the way because it's pretty tight. I'm gonna take it off now. So if you guys can go down all the way to stretch it out the chest, if you can go and your shoulders are feeling good, try to go as low as possible and stretch the chest out. All right, we have 3 more sets, guys. Long since I took a pre-workout. I think it's been around 3 years. And I always wonder how my pump will look like if I take pre-workout or a prop supplement. But anyways, guys, let's move on to our set number 2. It's probably been 2 minutes already. No time to be wasted, guys. All right, guys, that was our second set. We have 2 more. Oh, before I forget, gotta set up my timer. 2 minutes, let's go. All right, for this rest period that I'm doing is I'm resting 2 minutes, same as the bench press, because it's still a compound movement. And I'm pressing heavy. In my opinion, 75, for me, is pretty heavy after 2 plates of barbell press. All right, guys, let's go. Third set. All right, that was the third, guys. I ended up doing 8 reps. Honestly, if you're failing, if your reps are going down set by set, don't stress about it, guys, because your reps are gonna go down eventually because your muscles are getting tired, you're getting exhausted. Don't stress about it too much. Mid-set, just posing. The lighting is not great here because there's none light above me right now. Mid-workout pump check. All right, guys, moving on to our third exercise. We have cable, machine, pec flies. For the sets and reps, we're gonna be performing 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. We're gonna keep it pretty high volume. Let's go. Let me teach you one trick, guys. You know how Dwayne Johnson makes his chest move, like up and down? Try to do it. If your chest is pumped to the fullest, it's not gonna move at all. All right, we have 3 more sets here, guys. That was our first set. All right. When you're performing this exercise, I want you guys to keep in mind that, let me grab the mic. When you're performing this exercise, I want you guys to stretch your chest as far as possible, but keep your shoulder blades down and contracted also, the scapula. That way you will stretch your chest a lot more. If your scapulars are not contracted and shoulder blades are not down, you're gonna be lifting with your biceps mostly and your shoulders too. Keep the weight lighter and then try to fill your chest. Try to do hypertrophy instead of repping it out. Now we're using machine, we're trying to target the chest fullest. When you're pressing, for example, the barbell press, the dumbbell press, it's hard to feel your chest to the fullest if you haven't really perfected the form. But when you're getting on the machine, I want you guys to go a bit lighter and feel out the chest, the muscles that you're targeting. It doesn't matter if it's a chest or shoulders or back. If you're using a machine, just try to target the muscle that you're working on to the fullest. All right, enough talking. Let's get into our second set. Here we go. And then one thing, guys, that I always tell you, that squeeze your muscle, try to contract, try to pose after every set. The reason what I do is because it pushes blood into your muscles and then it shapes your muscles way better. I'm not really sure how many percent it's gonna help, but the legend, the GOAT himself told I do it. Why not, right? We have 2 more sets, guys. Let's go.
Oh shit. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, guys, moving on to our 4th exercise, we have cable flies. I like to set it up at level 14 or 13. And as you guys know, these cables are pretty heavy too. I'll start off with 35 and then see how heavy I'm gonna go afterwards. For the sets and reps, we're gonna be doing 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. All right, let's go. Oh, pretty heavy. Let's go. I'll superset this with dips, guys. Sometimes I like to superset to save up some time, and also I kind of like supersetting because it works your heart rate. Like cardiovascular system way more than just performing one exercise at a time. And I'm just trying to find a good angle, but I don't have to move my camera back and forth after each exercise. I'm gonna make it lower. I'm gonna do with 30s. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I'm not gonna lie like I'm performing with 60 pounds, 70 pounds and not show my weight, because there's no point in lying, right? I'm doing with 30 pounds right now because 35s were pretty heavy for me to feel my chest. All right, let's go, second set. All right guys, moving on to our third set. Here we go. All right, let me recover for 10 seconds, guys. Because if I don't recover, I can't complete the exercise to the fullest. Let's go. That much is enough. All right guys, that's it for the third set. Now we have one more set to go. Now we're gonna move on to triceps. I'm probably gonna try to perform my triceps pretty fast because I'm running out of time. I should have been out of here at 11 or 11:10 and it's what, 11:30. Let's go straight into our dips. Let's get into our set. Last set, best. Here we go. We gotta finish strong. Especially if you're exhausted. If it's the superset, if it's the last superset of your exercise, there's no problem getting a bit more rest. Let's go. Oh. That's it for the chest today. Now we're gonna move on to our triceps. I'm probably not gonna perform any compound movement. I'm just gonna keep it simple, do it on the cable. All right guys, I was telling you guys I'm gonna do cables, but screw it. I like doing skull crushers, especially on my chest day. I'm gonna do skull crushers. I like to do with easy bars instead of straight bars because it keeps your shoulders and your elbows and your wrists in a natural position instead of having it straight. I like to have the curl, the grip. For the sets and reps, we're gonna be performing 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. And if the 80s are pretty light, I'm gonna jump into 90s and 100s maybe. We'll see. All right, starting off, we're gonna do with 80s first. Let's go first set. It's probably gonna feel pretty heavy after all those chest movements, but we'll give our best. Even though if you guys are feeling tired, exhausted, I still want you guys to be pushing yourself past the limit and keep challenging yourself every single workout. Every single day you come into the gym, I just want you to be 1% better than before, because it is, of course you're not gonna get better like 5%, 10% than the previous day. But if you push yourself past the limit and keep pushing yourself every day, you're definitely gonna be way better little by little. Like even it's gonna be 1% or 0.5%, doesn't really matter. As long as you're putting in work, it's good. All right, let's go. Let's see how many we can do with 100 pounds. So 100 pounds in kgs is like around 45, I think. Yeah, 45 kilograms. All right, let's go. Hopefully I can do 8 reps. Let's aim for 8. If I can go past that, wonderful. Nope. All right, that was like 6 reps, I think. I was gonna go for the 6 or 7. I wanted to go for 1 more rep, but no, there was no chance at all. I ended up just bringing the weight down and then just did a close grip pushes. I'll still keep this weight with hundreds, and I'm just gonna do as many skull crushers as possible. I'm just gonna bring it closer and I'm just gonna start pressing close grip. Honestly burning, guys. Pretty exhausted. But honestly, I don't care if it's exhausting. I still enjoy it. Still gotta enjoy the progress, man. If you're not enjoying your progress, if you're not enjoying the pain, it's hard to grow. I'm telling you. You gotta load the pain to grow, unless it's gonna be hard. That's one of the things I think differentiates the people who succeed and who don't. Because people who succeed out of everything, one of the things is loving that grind, loving that pain and sweat, every drop of your sweat. That's how you grow, guys. You just gotta be willing to push yourself to the limit or even past your limit day by day. Even though you feel like you don't want to go to the gym, that's the days you want to be pushing yourself. All right, let's go. One more set. Let's go. Oh my. All right, guys. Last exercise. We have cable push downs. I did overhead presses, extensions and over close grip presses. Now I'm gonna be doing, let's see, I'll do a reverse grip curl tricep push down, guys. I'm just gonna do unilateral exercise probably, maybe. But I'll just try to target I'm gonna just go back to back. So I'm gonna perform my right arm, left arm, right arm, left arm. I'm just gonna save time, all right? I'll be doing with 15 to 20 pounds. All right, let's go. Straight into our left arm, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And straight into our next arm, guys. Straight. No time to be wasted. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason why I'm putting my arm in front of my other arm, like right behind the elbows, is to, how to say, the arm blasters? It's kind of the same as that. I don't want to swing like here. It kind of helps with the hypertrophy, kind of like focusing on your muscles and target the muscles to the fullest. Try it out, guys. You can also do it just like this, like where you just stand and just perform like this. Let's go. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Let's go. 9, 10. Wow. 6, 7, 8. Try them both, guys, and then just choose whichever you want. All right, let's go. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the workout today. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Subscribe down below, like the video, and also comment down below where you guys want to see next on the video. Because honestly, I've been just uploading a lot of just workouts. If you guys want to see nutrition or anything that you guys want, comment down below. It makes it easier for me to what kind of content I like to create, depending on your likings. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Like the video. Spread the video for the people who needs workouts, who's beginners, who are intermediate, or even advanced guys. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.